Hi, it's Thea, your evolutionary astrologer and divine feminine educator, and I want to continue with the journey of reading my book, Empower Yourself by Loving Your Body, The Woman's Guide to Reclaiming Yourself as Sacred. So here we go. We actually left off, we just did it once so far, Reclaiming Yourself as Sacred. This is the introduction, and I'm going to go for about 20 minutes here. So let this inspire you. I have always been an extremely emotional and intense person. In my younger years, my intense emotions led me to needless suffering. If I was to lead a happy, healthy, and productive life, then I needed to deal with my strong emotions. And so when I was in my late 30s, I began a journey of discovery. I found a new path, a path of honor and reverence for my body. I gained yogic and tantric tools that transform my life for the better. I want to share this wisdom with you in this book, Empower Yourself by Loving Your Body. Have you overindulged in food, alcohol, or another substance where it seemed you couldn't get enough? I turned to overindulgence, as many of us do, as a way to numb myself from me, a way to relieve stress after a hard day's work. This kept me from having deeper, meaningful relationships with others. At the time, I didn't know I was doing that to myself. I just wanted to feel good. I was looking in all the wrong places. It affected my ability to have a healthy, intimate relationship with another. It created unnecessary drama without me realizing my overindulgence was the source of that drama. I wanted to find a way to change that. I wanted to find love that wouldn't take me on a roller coaster ride. I realized that much of my suffering was a result of my own intimacy issues and not feeling good in my own skin. Wanting to feel good in my own skin as a sensual woman, I realized I was looking outside myself for acceptance and approval. I was looking outside my body and to the outer world for validation. I never knew that the only way to feel good in my skin was to open my heart and let that heart energy move throughout my body. Think of this book as a journey along which you will learn how to empower yourself by loving your body. You'll learn to lead from your powerful feminine heart so you can feel good in your body. This book doesn't take an analytical point of view as much as it does a sensual, nurturing, sexual, and creative point of view. This book will change your perspective regarding what it means to be a woman. It will articulate thoughts and ideas about women, sensuality, and sexuality that are beyond the realm of current society. It will support you as you discover what it's like to love your body and yourself. This book will show you how to put more love into your personal and professional relationships. You will learn about your relationship with food, your body, your sexuality, and yourself. All in all, being a woman comes with an inner knowing. Love is the answer, not youth. Outer beauty has a short shelf life. When we develop our inner beauty, it shines eternally. I explain what this means and how to lead from this place of inner beauty. It's an exciting journey of being, having, receiving, and allowing more love into your body. I will share basic self-love principles to bring life suffering to a minimum. A big part of women's suffering in our society is that we live in a world that is not conducive to our flowering. I will explain why and what you can do about it. When you realize this and begin to give yourself what you need as a sensual, feminine being, you will not only empower yourself, you will empower the world around you. You will be more vibrantly alive in your body because you will have reclaimed your body. You will lead your life differently and inspire others to develop their inner shine by reclaiming their bodies as well. It's not necessary to teach it as I do. You can teach by example and by leading life from your sensual, feminine heart. We need more women to reclaim their bodies as sacred and beautiful, no matter what their shape, age, or size. Through the ancient and self-nourishing practices in this book, you'll learn how to awaken the divine feminine in you. I will show you how to appreciate your body so you no longer have to suffer from any level of self-loathing. This will empower and equip you to be the leader of love you are designed to be. The Dalai Lama was quoted as saying, "The world will be saved by the Western woman." This is a formidable statement. I believe we will accomplish this as women release their armor and soften into a powerful understanding of honoring and loving their innately sensual essence. Western women are called to expand their self-love. This includes loving their sensual self and reclaiming the joy of being in their feminine bodies. This book clarifies the source of many women's disempowering frustrations that often result from the disconnection and detachment we feel from our bodies. I support the reconnection and empowerment through presenting the concepts of getting out of your mind, having a love relationship with food, having a love affair with your body, putting more love into your sexuality, and making a commitment to all of the above. I am dedicated to providing you with the wisdom and practical know-how to make this a reality for you. Learning to feel joy and pleasure in every cell of your being as a regular way of life is my wish for you. I don't want you to intellectualize the statement leader of love, but rather see it as a path to embody this statement. I want to inspire and empower you with an inviting message to initiate a positive shift in your perceptions. I want to inspire you to create new, loving attitudes towards food, your body, relationships, and sex. I want you to feel more alive, confident, and connected to your body. I talk about my weekly blog, but now it's more of the things that I do on YouTube at this point. My weekly blog, Thea's Body Wisdom, but I still have like over 250 blogs, and I encourage you to go to anathea.org and go into the search screen, and you can search anything from communication, sexuality, feminine energy, communication, emotions. I have all kinds of wonderful blogs on my website. So my weekly blog, Thea's Body Wisdom, so it's still there, still accessible, really great information, is a great source for inspiration about your body as a woman. I am passionate about getting these vital messages out to the world. I'll cheer you on to love and embrace your body and be the leader of love you are meant to be. I am here to help you. I know that there's a juicy, sensual, vibrant, and empowered leader of love inside you, just waiting to express herself. Are you ready to begin? Okay, let's keep going. We have plenty of time here. Chapter 1, Transformational Times. In the beginning of every chapter, I put a little poem, and these are poems that I made. Loving your body is a transformative act, reclaiming you as sacred, a quintessential pact. You hold within you the seed to create peace on earth. Loving your body will allow it to birth. All right, here we go. Continue. We're living in a time of transformation. The old paradigm built upon a war-based economy is no longer sustainable. The paradigm that worked for our parents and grandparents were based on a mindset of fear and separation. It is time to create a new paradigm with new ways of living and loving. It is time to create a world based on connection, peace, and love. I believe women are the leaders of this mission. The purpose of this book is to guide women to become leaders of love through discovering their authentic feminine expression. Since the feminist movement of the 1960s and 70s, many women have become what I describe as masculine adaptive. We've become men in women's bodies, especially in our careers. We have adapted a behavior of going along to get along, often not speaking our truth and losing sight of our own needs and desires. We've adapted to a way of life that doesn't support our true nature. Inside each woman is a true, unadapted woman who aspires to express her authentic feminine nature and sensual self. This woman is wild and free. She's sensually expressive and desires connection and touch. Her partner also benefits greatly as she connects further with her genuine sensual self. She wants more love. Unfortunately, she believes finding more is outside her rather than within her. I help women discover that what matters most is what's within. Being an empowered woman who also loves and honors her body requires changing many limiting beliefs and notions inherent in our society of what it means to be a woman. On a fundamental level, this means changing what we think and feel about our bodies, our sexuality, and our sensual nature, our inherent sensual nature. I say it right here. We're inherently sensual beings, creatures of love and nurturing. We often love and nurture others, but most women don't know how to create, cultivate, and commit to loving themselves. In the techno-connected world in which we live, we are disconnected from our bodies more than ever. We treat our bodies like rental cars instead of what our bodies truly are, temples that house our souls. During our lives, the economy has grown primarily due to military spending. Unfortunately, the cooperative relationship between the military and related departments and industry is alive and well in our world, becoming more complex and part of our lives. In effect, we live in a war-based economy. Has this economy also created a war-based reality in our culture? Many aspects of the world are about destruction in this fear and separation-based world. For example, we have the war against drugs and the battle against cancer. We have antibiotics to kill infection. Anti meaning against, and biotic refers to living organisms. Translated, antibiotic would mean against living. Though antibiotics can be helpful, I find the word interesting and reflective of our culture's collective consciousness. Our medical institutions radiate and cut out body parts as a standard solution to disease. We grow up thinking this is normal and don't know how deeper ways of love. We don't know what we don't know. That is why our world is falling apart. Destruction, fear, and separation are not sustainable, but they are built into our everyday life as normal. The good news is that the old paradigm based on a war-based economy is changing because it is neither life-affirming nor life-sustaining. If we are to survive, it is time for us to create a new world, one that is life-affirming and based on love and connection. Guess what? This new world begins with you and your connection to your body. Would you like to feel more alive in your body? Would you like to connect to it in a more positive way? What difference would that make in your life? What difference would that make in your body or with your body? What would that be like? How would that feel? What difference would that make? Experiencing more aliveness in your body is how you become empowered in it. To accomplish this requires a journey of being, having, receiving, and allowing more love into your body. Albert Einstein said, minds are like parachutes. They only function when open. I love that statement. In order to get the full benefit of this book, you'll need an open mind and an open heart. Read the book and put it through your own filter. See what works for you and leave the rest. I know you will receive some pearls of wisdom to create a better relationship with your body, feel more alive than ever, and lead your life from a place of deep, authentic love. What is love? I don't have the full answer to that question. We are all learning about love. I believe the journey of life is a schoolroom, and the name of the class is Learning to Love 101. We are all learning how to open to love with each other and ourselves. I believe this is an evolutionary process. One thing is for sure, love is an extremely powerful energy. What I have learned about love is that it doesn't require anything or anyone other than you. You could be in a room filled with people who love and adore you, but if your heart is not open, you will not feel the love. On the other hand, if you are all by yourself and your heart is open, you will feel a tremendous amount of love. Love is ever present, a powerful and all-pervasive energy. All you have to do is open to it. Okay, reclaiming your body. We still have time. Similar to a beautiful flowering plant that is well cared for, our bodies come with natural abilities to express creativity, sensuality, beauty, goodness, and love. Unfortunately, society and today's environment are not always conducive to supporting the expressions of these natural abilities that are feminine in nature. They are abilities that are expressed so beautifully through the feminine form and female body. In a sense, our bodies have not been ours to enjoy. Our bodies have even been labeled sinful. For centuries, women's bodies have served for others to enjoy. A woman's body is the source of creation. We gestate and give birth to our species. We surrender our bodies to this powerful and important process. The female body has been taken for granted, and we have forgotten how important it is to honor our bodies. The idea of what the female body is has become distorted with a focus on outer beauty. The female body has been used for the propagation of the human race and a placeholder for men's pleasure. Creating a new world based on love, connection, and the affirmation of life is a journey of women reclaiming their bodies. How do we do that? By putting more love into our bodies, feeling more pleasure in them, and speaking our truth from our hearts. How do we do that? That is what this book is all about. So I invite you to read on. You reclaim your body by deeply loving and honoring it. All of it. This is how you make your body a sacred temple, by putting love into it. You've misperceived your body. You've inherited a number of habits from society that lead to unhealthy ways of thinking about yourself. You see the feminine ideal conveyed through magazines, photos, TV shows, Instagram, Facebook, movies, billboards, love stories, and all the other pictures of society-approved perfection painted around you. They become sources of self-criticism and self-loathing when women compare themselves to these impossible depictions and standards of femininity. It is important to be aware of the fact that you are bombarded with information displayed all around you in society that causes you to think you are not thin enough, pretty enough, or something enough. This is the first part of reclaiming your body. Once you realize this, you can begin the process of re-education, changing your perspective about who you believe you are. Most likely, you did not learn in school or from your parents how to care for your body in a nurturing way, or how to accept a non-perfect, quote unquote, body, a body that doesn't look like the ones seen on TV, billboards, Instagram, Facebook, advertising, etc. All bodies are unique and perfect in their perfection. If you don't like your body, then you have been brainwashed. It's important to learn a new way of living. Making a commitment to learn a new way is crucial for reclaiming your body and regarding it as sacred. Are you willing to expend the time, energy, and effort to create a more loving way of living with your body? Are you willing to own your body as if it is one of the most precious things in your life? If you are, then you will be greatly rewarded. You will have the body type. Okay, so now this is a new paragraph. You will have the body type you have right now for the rest of your life. Your body type will never change. If you are short and stout, you will never be tall and slender. You can't change that. If you are a tall person, you will never be short. If you have big bones, you will never have a petite build. Your body is only going to get older from a less accepting perceptive, and even less perfect. You may lose or gain weight. However, you can't change your body type. We only get one body in a lifetime. We may be able to rearrange a few things, but we can't change it very much. Ultimately, if you want to experience your body as your temple and feel empowered in it, you need to love, accept, and honor it as it is. It is crucial to know that your body, no matter what shape or size, is worth learning to love. No matter what our worldly pursuits or life goals, we are here to learn to love. This process begins with learning to love you. Learning to love your body is a fantastic way to start. Make loving and connecting with your body part of your normal life, your daily routine. So the next thing I'm talking about is the power of the heart. And I woke up one morning when I was editing this book, when I was putting it together and I was in the edit mode. And I'm going to read this section because I want to share it with you. And I was sad. I had been going through a lot of stuff in my life, and was editing this little section that I'm getting ready to read to you. I read it and I was like, oh my God, this is great. It made me feel so good. So I haven't read it in a long time, but here we go. I'm going to read it to you now, and I hope it really helps you understand the power of your heart and helps you to feel the warmth and the beauty of opening your heart. Okay, power of the heart. As you begin to love your body, you must understand your own heart. Your heart is more than a muscle with 4 chambers that pumps blood through your body. The heart's capacity for love is not just a metaphor. The Institute of Heart Math has scientifically measured the electromagnetic field around the heart. They claim the heart's electromagnetic field is 40 to 60 times greater than that of the mind. To learn more about this interesting area of study, visit the Institute's website at www.heartmath.org. The heart is powerful. It is designed to love. The less you allow your heart to open and love, the more your heart will suffer. And the more the people close to you will suffer. Heart disease is the leading cause of death in our world. The earth is full of people who don't allow their hearts to do what they do best, love. We all suffer because of it. We open our hearts, but then often keep them very guarded. What keeps our hearts from fully opening? What keeps our hearts from fully opening and feeling its healing power? As humans, our consciousness is evolving. Every human needs a safe space. Then our hearts can open to love. If we don't feel safe, then we keep our hearts guarded. That becomes our natural state without realizing it. Your heart, when guarded, is like a metal broccoli steamer that has been closed and stored away in the cupboard. The good news is that the broccoli steamer has the ability to open wide, just as our hearts can. Every heart, even the most guarded, will open when given a safe space. For human consciousness to evolve, we must learn to open our hearts in a healthy and balanced way. We must cultivate love from the inside out. Loving ourselves is how we have love to give to others. It is not selfish. It is healthy. The heart holds joy and sadness. When we relate to those close to us by taking on too much of their pain, we don't allow them their own process for growth, and we suffer. It is always good to help others, but if we help others in a way that interferes with their own personal growth, we cripple their emotional development, and again, we suffer. This is known as codependency and is not a healthy way to use the heart. On the other hand, if you are rigid and keep your heart guarded, you shut off all the free flow of love for others and yourself. Here, you must learn to master the fine dance between your heart and the way you express compassion. Setting healthy boundaries and knowing how to give of yourself without giving up yourself is important for cultivating healthy relationships. This delicate dance is how you empower yourself. You have an opportunity to practice this dance every day with those who are close to you. Loving yourself and others can cause you to lose your centeredness at times because we affect each other. You'll find that your heart does its greatest work in the balanced expansion of its powerful electromagnetic field. Love is more than an emotion. It is an electromagnetic field which permeates all of life. The heart's electromagnetic field is powerful and intelligent. Traditionally, we think the brain communicates and serves as the control center for the rest of the body. However, from scientific studies and research, we now know that the heart has its own intelligence that it communicates back to the brain. What is this intelligence? What is in this electromagnetic field? The electromagnetic field emanates from your heart, then through your body. It bathes every cell in your body. It emanates energy to others as well. In the chakra system, the color of the heart is green. A more detailed discussion of the chakras is going to be found in chapter 4. The heart is also associated with the color pink and red. I like to think of the heart's energy as a bright, resilient, golden yellow sun radiating out in all directions, up, down, left, right, forward, back, diagonally, and shining its rays of love in all directions from the center of your chest. How often do you tune into this powerful electromagnetic field? Just as people are attracted to sunbathing and feeling the sun's warmth, warm healing rays, when we shine from our heart, the powerful energy within will draw people towards us. Everyone is attracted to this powerful and transformational heart energy. Our evolutionary process as humans is a matter of us all developing this beautiful intelligence of our hearts to a greater degree. The heart is a feeling organ, whereas the brain is a thinking organ. The brain uses thought and logic, and the heart uses love and emotion. Love and the energy it emits is tremendous. Love is one of the most powerful energies on the planet. Love can heal. Love connects us, and love is what we are exploring in order to expand our consciousness. What is the strength of logic compared to love? Logic has its place and is important. When something comes from logic, it can be defined, measured, and quantified. Logic is clinical and straightforward. Love can't be measured. Love is far more powerful than logic, especially for awakening your body to its aliveness. It is an energy that will transform you to a higher state of being. Okay, so I'm going to end there. And the next time I read, I think it's an exercise. It says, letting the heart melt conflict away. So stay tuned because the next video is going to continue the reading. And I believe it's going to be an exercise, letting the heart melt conflict away. So teaching you how to really tap into the power of your heart. So stay tuned. Thank you so much for listening.